Hey YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here, bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing a Netflix movie review on the newest movie called Invader Zim, Enter the Florpus. All of you know the old classic Invader Zim cartoon. And as most of you know, Netflix is releasing old classic Nickelodeon uh, cartoon movies. Sorry. And this movie, is telling the story of Zim and Dib going back and forth. Dib has been watching Zim for quite some time. He's disappeared. Zim has, and Dib has been keeping an eye on his house and everything. But when he sees that Zim has finally returned, he finally goes back to his alien hunting ways and tries to reveal to the whole world that Zim is an alien. Of course, that's been his main mission throughout all of the series, basically. And this movie, it was okay, but not that good. What I really loved most about it is that we get to see Zim come back, plotting to take over the world as always, and being able to be Zim in his crazy, obnoxious ways. Also, what else I can tell you about this movie is that, it's a classic. It's a classic Nickelodeon TV show that everyone I know will get familiar with. And let me tell you, at first I thought when I saw the trailers for this movie, I thought it was gonna be really exciting. And don't get me wrong, it was exciting, but I was kind of expecting more like weird, cool evilness from Zim. But he did deliver on that part. But at the same time, it didn't. It was kind of switching back to Zim and back and forth to Zim to like Dib's dad and all the other characters. I was hoping that they wouldn't do stuff like that, but they did. It could have been more better if they just stood with Dib and Zib, Dim and Zib. Dib and Zim. I am so sorry. I'm trying to wake up here. Yes, it could have been better if they just stood with Dib and Zim, because it's basically focusing on them, on those two characters, because they're enemies. They really just don't really like each other that much. And plus, Dib is, like I said, Dib is trying to reveal to the whole world that Zim is an alien, but no one believes him, not even his own father. They think he's just, crazy. He's just, crazy, and they don't believe him. But when Zim tries to, contact his leaders and tell him about his stuff, he finally realizes why they sent him to Earth. I'm not going to spoil this movie and tell you why, because if you have Netflix, watch it and see why they sent him to Earth. You'll be blown away on why they sent him to Earth, because it was a shocker to me too when I finally realized it. Because I seen this show growing up, and I don't remember most of it, but some of it I kind of do remember because I was really young when this show came out. And it's nice to see that they're bringing back all these old Nickelodeon cartoons and turning them into movies. Who knows? We might get some other stuff down the line. We never know. But all in all, this movie was somewhat entertaining. It could have been more better if they just, stood with Dib and Zim. With Dib and Zim. I am so sorry, guys. Yes. But all in all, when you see, when the title Enter the Florpus, you'll see what it means. You'll see what Florpus means, because you'll be shocked at what it means and see why it's called this title. And excuse me, and why it's very important. It was just straight. It was very strange. And we also get to see a somewhat clone of Dib's father, who, in my opinion, wasn't all that good. That character, that was just a disappointment when I saw like the clone. In a way, it was just like I was wondering what was going. Why is that clone in there? Why is he in the movie? I'm wondering, did Zim run out of ideas or something to put the clone in? It seems like it. It kind of seemed like it. And wow. Wow, I was just wow. Wow, that is just one of the lamest characters. Again, this was it was really good to see Zim and our other favorite characters back, but I think they still needed some work. I mean, come on, Nickelodeon. You really kind of lost your touch on this movie. I think you probably could have improved it a little bit, because this is Invader Zim we're talking about here. The same Zim who's been plotting to take over the world for quite some time now. And I'm wondering why would you not take the time to put more work into this movie? Because I really, like I said, I really did enjoy this movie. I really did. But there were some parts of this movie that I didn't really click with. Like, Dib's sister. She is pretty much a good character, but she is just like a little weird, creepy girl that I don't think no one wants to be around. Which is a pretty good character, but at the same time, not a good character. In the TV series, she was pretty funny, but in this one, she just really didn't stick out with me, because it could have been more better if they just, well, made her more appealing and more, well, much of a creepy, funny, weird sister in a way. In this one, I just didn't really feel it. I did not whatsoever. I was just really disappointed. At the same time, glad to see this movie though. And on to the positives and negatives. First off are the positives. The positives were we get to see Zim in his like crazy doing crazy weird stuff as always, like we saw him in in the TV series, which was pretty funny. I loved it. I really did love it. And what I can tell you is that Zim is just a pretty great character. Pretty great character. And, well, what else do you have to know? He's Zim. He does weird, crazy stuff all the time, which is kind of pretty funny, in my opinion. And another positive is that we get to see Dib go through a training montage in this movie. I can't tell you which part of the movie he does that, but it is just seriously funny, at the same time motivating too. We get to see like him get back in shape and having him get ready to fight off Zim again, and try to see him, well, fight off Zim, his mortal enemy, getting back in shape to fight his sworn enemy off, and finally revealing to the world that he's an alien. So that's the plus side to all of this. His ultimate goal has finally become a reality. Another positive is that, well, let's talk about Gur for right quick. Gur is still the most funniest, lovable character of all time. He does a lot of weird stuff, bathe in nachos, eat pizza, and just be a loyal robot servant to Zim, and just, well, he's Gur. He's Gur. He is just funny. He was the only thing I liked about the movie, aside from other stuff. He is just straight up funny. I couldn't help but laugh at that little robot. And I just hope, like, if they do another Invader Zim series, we get to see more Gur moments. And the negatives. First off, the dad clone. No, I did not need that clone in the movie. It could have been better if they just left him out. Left him out, get rid of him. He really didn't need to be in there. He could have just been left out in general. Another negative is that, well, again, his sister, I didn't really click with her. Dib's sister, it's just, she really doesn't really click with me whatsoever. I thought she was going to be more menacing, evil, and weird, creepy, in a funny way, but no, she wasn't. It could have been more better if they gave her that same attitude that they did in the Invader Zim cartoons, but they didn't really do that this time. None whatsoever. I wish they did, though. I really wish they did. And another negative I can tell you is that, well, he keeps switching back and forth to other characters in the movie. I can't tell you which characters, but like I told you before, it could have just stood with Dib and Zim. That's the only thing I think they should have done. In my opinion, that's what they should have done in the first place. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give Invader Zim Enter the Florpus a solid C, because it was enjoyable but somewhat not enjoyable. We get to see an out of shape Dib, of course, because he's been watching when Zim will return, of course. And I just really was hoping that this movie would be more better. Nickelodeon needed to work on it some more. And to be honest, I thought, well, it just needed work. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. I will see you guys later. Take care and God bless. Peace!